Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is this weekend. It's still considered, of course, a very big deal. There's always a lot of problems with the nominations and the winners from a lot of real rock and rollers, but it is what it is. This weekend, who will get in? Cyndi Lauper, Outkast, Bad Company, Chubby Checker, Soundgarden, Joe Cocker, Salt and Peppa, The White Stripes, Carol Kay, Nicky Hopkins, Eddie Warrenker, Tom Bell, and Warren Zevon. It's always sad when we get people into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they're not around anymore. Well, this is a two-parter. First part are some people who are not very happy with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All the folks that we've talked to, and you're going to hear a lot of sound bites. Some of the guys in Toto, Ian Anderson, Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, and quite a few others. And then we'll follow this up with a video of people who have gotten into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and who had interesting experiences. So when that video is ready, we'll put the link at the bottom of this one. As we head into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, this weekend, here are some people who are have different views on the organization, on Rock History Music.
Who are they that are saying? They say. Is that mainstream saying that by chance? Those lion ass, no good scum sucking pig dogs?
You're getting in next year for sure.
You look at people like Mario Speedway and Styx and Survivor and, 38 Special, and all my friends, they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame either.
There is an awful lot of politics involved in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And for that, it doesn't seem as, listen, it's a big deal. I'm happy, I'm thankful, and I'm honored.
There's not really much to talk about with that. You piss off the guy that owns the thing, we're not even in the database as existing. So it's almost a moot point. I'm really happy for my friends that are in it, Yes, ELO, Jeff Lynne and, Neil and Journey guys, good for them, man. But those were not choices made by the people that run the joint. Those are all the people that the people love, but that those 12 angry 75-year-old men stuffed into a Ramones T-shirt just can't stand,
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's not important at all because I think for me, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is really an American institution, primarily, in my view, about American music. And it might spin on to perhaps some non-US based bands or performers who are deeply infused with Americana and American music.
I really don't care about it. I don't think about it at all. I think it's nice that they have one for all the people that are in it, which is, I'm surprised some of the time, some of the people that make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but there are some people that actually deserve that. And I don't think we'll ever be in it.
It's politics, and politics stink. It's only rock and roll that keeps us together as a community.
I'd love to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because my kids would want me in, but I'd like to see my friends get in before I get in. People in Kevin Cronin from Mario Speedwagon, and of course Survival was really good. There's a lot of great music out there, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they got to take care of a lot of people too. So who knows?
Listen, we turned down the cover of Rolling Stone at a time that we knew we were walking into a wood chipper. The guys hated us. We had a #1 record. We were up for all the Grammys, and we got a little full of ourselves and said, "Fuck you, Jan." So we fucking told everybody to fuck off. I don't know how much more punk rock you can get than that, but just like, we do what we want to do, whether people like it or not, But we may dress a little better now, but that's arguable as well, depending on who you ask,
Believe it or not, we turned down the cover to Rolling Stone, which, in hindsight, right now, I go, God, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I was just, we were all pissed off at Rolling Stone at the time. So a lot of the same people are in charge of those award shows, and I think they still have it out for us a little bit. And or maybe they just still don't like us,
I still believe that some of the people that are in there shouldn't be, and maybe some of the people that should be aren't. And I also believe that some of the criteria for what they recognize a person for. Listen, Poco pioneered a genre of music. And maybe because, until, Crazy Love came out, there wasn't this quote unquote hit but that's what it's really based upon. But man, we pioneered. Glenn Frey made acknowledgement from the stage on numerous occasions. You can see it on YouTube. That there wouldn't be an Eagles, who was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, American band that there is. He would acknowledge Poco's role that they played in that.
So you could say, well, the Rolling Stones, because Mick Jagger sings in a sort of weirdly fake American accent, and they were a blues R&B band in their early days, and so there's a lot of Americana in the Stones' music. Mostly I would describe them as being very American influence. So that's okay. And there are other people who also sing in ridiculous American accents, like Elton John. It doesn't sound that way at all when he speaks to you. He just puts on this silly voice to sing it. But there are bands who I think really exist outside that world, and whose music really doesn't owe a great deal to anything American, and therefore there are a whole host of great American bands and artists who deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame much more than Jethro Tull.
What about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I'm a voter. Carole King should have been in the Hall of Fame the minute it opened. Nobody wrote bigger songs than her and Jerry Goffin. Todd Rundgren, without question, one of my main guys, and Tina Turner.
I don't subscribe to the notion that they are playing to the will of the people. But the people don't know this. The people are gullible, and they just go and they think it's all great. But ask Steve Miller how it is.
The guy I was dealing with, I think their number one, Uno, their top guy, behaved like a bit of an ass. Didn't want to pay any expenses for me to go. So I'd be thinking, hang on, you're charging ridiculous amounts of money for people to come. So that only rich people can really go to the event. And then on top of that, you won't even pay for me to get there. Seriously? You want me to come because it's a great honor for me? Yeah, fuck that shit. So no, I wasn't very enamored by any of it, really.
Are you surprised that Todd was not interested in going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And I'm going, people are so scared of these institutions, right? They're, I might not ever get in. And
I think Todd's attitude is like we spoke about earlier in the phone, in the interview, which is, I don't do this to make you happy. If you get happiness from what I do, then that's great. Then that's wonderful. But I do it to make myself happy. And in doing that, I hope that other people enjoy it as well. The whole thing about the Rock Hall is, and I'll say it. It's always nice to be recognized by your peers and acknowledged. But I don't think that Todd relies on that to complete himself.
Someone was asking a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, if that comes full circle, would there be a reunion with Don and Mel?
Well, it wouldn't be, because I wouldn't do it. Because I've been in it I've been trying to get those guys to put the real band back together for the sake of the fans.
I would find it quite awkward if, for some odd reason, it was decided that we should be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I would find that a real head scratching moment, because it's not something I would really want to happen.
But if Mark had gone, I would have gone. And Mark said the same thing. He said, if David's going to go, I'll go. But in the end, they made it impossible for me to go, because I don't know what it would have taken to get Mark there. But he actually said to his manager, if David's going, I'll go. And I said, I'd love to go, but I can't afford to, I live 200 miles from the airport to fly to America. I need transportation to get me to the airport, and I need a ticket to get me to America. And then I've got to get from Boston to Detroit, or wherever it is that they're. Cleveland, is it? Cleveland? Yeah. So that's 2 flights, 3 flights. It's a pain in the ass,
And remember, there'll be part 2 to this, which are people who got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame were very happy about it. When that video is ready, we'll put the link in the description. Comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share them on social media. If you want to make a donation to Rock History Music, there's a PayPal link at the very top of all of our videos. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music.